So a survey of adults from one town shows that 61 have health insurance and 31 do not. Find a 90% confidence interval for the true proportion of all adults in the town who have health insurance. Okay, so it's a confidence interval. It says right there. So we're talking confidence interval. So let's go back to the confidence interval. No, here's the notes. This is the exam 3 notes again. Confidence. So first thing we got to know, is it a p% or a mean? Let's go back. You guys tell me. Is this one, this confidence, is it p% or is it a mean? Is it hard to tell?
2%.
Yeah, look at all those p's, and there's no word mean anywhere, huh? So this is clearly a p. Let me go back, different color there. This is a confidence interval with a p, a percentage, a proportion kind, right? So let me go, oh, okay, yeah, I see that, right? So you can identify that. You'll be able to see that on the exam. So then what do we do about that? Well, that means we're gonna do the 1 prop z interval. So that's why I made these notes for you, because there's a lot of different things we've done, and this is how you'll track it down as to know what to do on your calculator. It's the 1 prop z interval. X is the number, X bar is the number asked for, N is the total. 1 prop z interval. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to go to the 1 prop z interval. So here we go. I'm going to hit the stat button. Oops, sorry, it's jumping all over the place on me. Hit the stat button on your calculator, go over to tests, and go down to the 1 prop z interval. Not 1 prop z test, but 1 prop z interval. Mine's down on A. I think yours probably is too. 1 prop z interval, and hit enter. Right? I got that from the exam notes, told me what to do. Beautiful. So when I do that, I get on my screen X, N, and sea level. Okay, so what's X? Ooh, this is a little tricky.
X is 31.
Well, this is where you can be fooled. Does everybody hear me on this one? It's not the 31. It's not the 61. It's tricky. How do we know? We follow the instructions on the notes very precisely, very carefully. Let me show you. You're all dialed in. If you're working on your own, pay close attention. You're going to want to know this so it doesn't fool you on the actual exam. Sounds like it's fooling you now. Let's go back. What instructions? What did it say? Well, look what it says there. This is the exam 3 notes. What does it say? What is X right here? Number asked for. Okay, let's remember that and go back down. So X, let me write it right here. Number, well, here, let me write it off to the side better. Right there. Number asked for. Now, what do we mean number? You might read that and still kind of go, what in the world does that mean? Number asked for. Well, that's why we're reviewing right now, to help you be clear on that. And this is going to be a continuing issue in the course. What do I mean number asked for? Well, you guys tell me, what are they asking for? Here's the word find, right?
They're asking for the number of people who have insurance.
Yeah.
And 31 do not. So it's
right. 30. Who have. Exactly. Super well said. They're saying find the interval for the true proportion of all adults who have, They're asking for the number that have health insurance, right? You with me? They're asking for the number who have health insurance. not the number who do not. See, 31 do not. 31, so they basically, they surveyed, right? They surveyed 61 people and said, hey, do you have health insurance? And next person, hey, do you have health? And they would say yes or no, right? They surveyed 61 people. They talked to 61 people, said, and asked them, do you have health insurance? Some said yes, some said no. Well, in that survey, 31 did not have health insurance out of the 61. So what are we supposed to put here for X? Whatever's being asked for. What's being asked for? The number who have health insurance. So the number that have health insurance equals what? How do we find that out? If there's 61 people total they talked to, and 31 of them said, no, I don't have health insurance, how many said yes? How many have?
30.
Yeah, you just subtract them, don't you? 30 have it. 30, not 31. Does everybody see that? So it's easy to get fooled by that if you're not really carefully following the instructions on the exam notes. So that's why I made the practice exam, because I really don't want you to be fooled, but I'm also not going to pass you if you don't understand, because that is my job to help you and hold a standard that you really have come to read word problems and understand them. That'll be a great gain for your life, to grow in that ability. So I want to help you reach that goal. I want to help you make it. Does that make sense? But it requires effort. Does that make sense there? What's being said? So will you be able to see that on the exam and watch carefully? It's the number being asked for. That's what X is. It's the number asked for. And they're asking for the number who have health insurance. So what's the number who have? Well, 31 do not out of 61 total. So if you subtract that, 30 have it. All right, the rest is easy. That's the tricky part. What's in? That's just 61. That's always the total. Confidence level, what do they want? Oh, 0.90. There it is right there. Or you can just go 0.9 or 0.90, either way. Hit the buttons on your calculator. Now it's a piece of cake. But there's that one stumbling block. And I just did the numbers on my calculator. I have got 0.38652, comma 0.59709. How far are all of them rounded? Looks like they're all rounded to 3 places, right? So I'm going to follow suit. Round to 3, round to 3. So this 5 will round that up. So 0.387, comma, and this is just 0.597. There we go. 0.3. Do we do that right? They're not even in the ballpark.
Aaron, it says 61 have health insurance.
Oh, thank you. Right, exactly. I was testing you. Good job. I'm kidding. I got confused too. I'm the one who doesn't read carefully. Thank you. Yeah, so in other words, this shouldn't be 61. Thanks, that was Crystal, right? Thanks, Crystal. So what should N be there? I got to read more carefully. Let's
92.
And this here. Let me try this again. I'm really blowing this problem. Have and do not have, right? The haves and the have-nots. How many? So they're saying 61 have and 31 do not. So this should have been 61, huh? We shouldn't have subtracted. I was not reading carefully. Let's try this again, right? And let's forget about this wacko answer I put down here. That was a good alarm that something was wrong, because my answer wasn't even in the ballpark. So anyway, so let's try it again more carefully. I've got to read better. 61 have it. I just flew over those words, honestly. and I just thought it was 61 total. It's not 61 total. I better read more carefully. I just was assuming because they usually give us the total, you know? That's not good on my part. And anyway, I hope it's instructive for you with all my bobbling around here. 61 have, 31 do not have. So then if you add that up, the total is 92. So whoops, so there's 92 total, right? Because this is always total. 90, there must have been 92 total people in the survey. 61 said they have health insurance, 31 said they don't. So now we have it right. I hope that makes more sense and that my bobbling around actually proves to be helpful for you. Let's see here. So I'm going to put in the numbers again. 61 out of 92.9, calculate. All right, here's what I'm getting. 0.66. No, I'm not kidding. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm in a lot of troubles today. 58. There we go. That's looking better. 199.7441. Okay, we're supposed to round. Like I said, they're all going 3 places. So chop, chop. So 0.582, right? That 9 rounds us to 2.744. Ah, there it is. That's always reassuring. Sometimes it is none of the above, but not this time. There it is. Does that make sense? Questions I can answer. Everybody see that then? I probably really confused you in the beginning. I hope it's making sense now. So 61 is the number that have, because that's what they're asking for. How many have? They could have asked how many don't, and they will sometimes. You just have to read the words. They're asking for how many have, and then the total is 92. There we go.